excited to welcome you guys here to our all-in family night for the month of October. Let's do some jazz hands, cheers on, like all of those kind of fun things as we are here to celebrate you guys, honor you guys, train with you guys, like just do all of the amazing things that entails for our all-in family night. And you guys, this night is just so special for us because we love to be able to come together as the all-in family, as our future area. Just not only is it amazing just for you guys to get to see each other and cheer each other on, but it truly does create that family vibe that we are so incredibly proud of. And so I know that you have lots of things that you could be doing with your time tonight, but I just want to applaud you guys for being on here, for spending some time with us, investing in yourself tonight. And we're going to just go ahead and dive right on in and get started. And so we are going to open, of course, the way that we would open any kind of time together, and that is going to be with prayer. And so I have asked Senior Sales Director Heidi Ray if she would pray for us tonight as we get started. So Heidi, would you kick us off?
Awesome. I would love to. And be sure after the prayer to message all of your team members to hop on tonight so we can double this, because this is the month of doubling, right? So it's what I'm going to pray over tonight, you guys. A double blessing, just that we can increase our mind and that we be able to receive it, okay? And so, all right, let's prepare. God, we just come tonight and we are just so thankful. We are so blessed by all that you have already given us, God, all the doubling that you've already done, Lord, in our past. But Lord, we're looking ahead to the future for what you have for us, God. As we all have come together and gathered tonight, I just pray over our families. I pray over our business. I pray over our health. I pray over our mindset, God. And I just pray over our vision, that it would align up with what you would have for us today, God. And I just pray over Jennifer as she's going to bring the training tonight, God, that it would be powerful, that we would think new thoughts, God, that we would expand the way that we think, that we would think victorious, God, and that we would also think, Lord, the way you would have us to think in abundance, Lord. And we just thank you for it in advance for this month, the gift of a double credit. Help us to be great stewards of everything that you've given us, especially this month. And Lord, we just trust you in the process. And we pray a special little blessing over our DIQ tonight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Yes, amen. Thank you, Heidi, so much for that, for getting us started in that way. And you guys, we're going to kind of do things a little bit differently tonight. So we're actually going to start with talking about all of the announcements, all of the company things that are going off, so that as we train tonight and we talk about different things, you kind of understand what is going on with that. So we are going to turn it over to Senior Sales Director Jennifer Huff, who just had her Cadillac party on Saturday as part of a 3-car Cadillac pickup, and will officially get to drive that Cadillac off the lot tomorrow. So excited for her. And so Jennifer, will you take it away, and I'll get the screen share back up for you.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to pick it up tomorrow, and I haven't told Easton just yet. So I'm going to surprise him at school, which is going to be so fun. But yes, announcements. I'm going to share all of our company announcements, which if y'all haven't heard yet, like there's a lot of excitement going on this month. So I don't have my notes pulled up, but I'll just go in the order of however the slides are. First off, we get to sign new team members in our Mary Kay family for $20. I mean, a $20 bill. Like, oh my goodness. And the Sonic Brush promotion is still going on. So just think about how blessed your life has been because someone shared Mary Kay with you. You get to offer that blessing to women this month. And so for $20, they can join. They can get the Sonic Brush on their first order. And there's other fun surprises this month for them too. So let's see what else we have going on. As your first sign-up option, there's a second sign-up option for $90, like the full-size starter kit. I mean, this value is worth over like $450 worth of full-size retail product, business tool, starter kit, and your pro pay. Like everything is included for $90. Like, what an amazing gift for women to be able to start their Mary Kay businesses this month. They also put together like a customized $603 order where literally they can just click and all the customer favorites, everything that a new consultant would need to start their Mary Kay business, do pampering sessions is included in this order. So they can earn right away our new beautiful Mary Kay scarf, which we'll talk about that in a minute, become Great Start qualified, and like it's just so beautiful. I mean, it's the screen says start something beautiful. So wonderful opportunities for new consultants in the month of October. All right, next up, it's Rocktober, because we get to rock out double credit. And oh my goodness, if this is your first time getting to experience double credit, you are in for a treat. So there's 3 different ways that you and your unit can get double credit in the month of October. First 2 are for you personally, okay? First off, your sales. Typically, when you order a product from the company, you know, we buy it for $1 and it's worth $2. Well, this month, if you buy it for $1, it's worth $4. It's worth double that. And so this is a great way to help you get to achieve the Princess and Queen's Court of retail sales, which we'll talk more about that later, this seminar year. You can max this out with 2,000 wholesale. Instead of counting as 4,000 retail, it's going to count as 8. So 8,000 retail. That's like almost half of the Princess Court already done in 1 calendar month. That is such a gift. And let me tell you, your directors will say this, I will say this too. Anytime the company offers a promotion with double credit, you do everything you can to max it out for you and for your unit. The second way that you can max it out is by court of sharing. I want to see every single one of you on this screen tonight getting our diamond bumblebee, okay? You achieve this with 24 Great Start qualified team members in a calendar year. This month, when you add 6, they don't count. You can get double credit. So it won't just count as 6 new team members Great Start qualified. It will count as, well, 12. Okay. And so they don't have to become Great Start qualified in the month of October. They have their full 4 months. So October, November, December, and January. Okay. And then the last way that you can max out is actually a unit court. Okay. This is our circle court. So like circle of excellence, $1 million, like a circle of achievement, the different 300, 400, 500, unit courts of sales. We get a double credit and count an extra 40,000 retail. So everyone's orders together gets to help your unit with our year-long unit goals as well. So this is so exciting. So anyways, that is double credit for the month of October. All right, the next promotion I want to tell you about is a way that you can help your director get onstage recognition at Leadership Conference when we go to Nashville in January. And this is a unit sales growth. And don't worry, directors, if you haven't looked yet, you do have reports on this. I've already looked at it to see what our numbers are. But Mary Kay wants to see a unit size growth in terms of wholesale ordering from the company. If you get a unit 13% growth from October to December, then you get on-stage recognition. Your director will at leadership. If the unit grows by 33% or more from last year, I think it's just last year, if I remember this right, if it's last October to December compared to this October and December, they want to see that growth, the company does. If it's 33%, your director not only gets on-stage recognition, she gets her photo taken with Ryan Rogers, which is Mary Kay Ash's grandson. Like, what a beautiful way to represent you and the unit by the unit volume growth getting to that 33%. And so I know that's the goal for all the directors on here, of course. So that's another way that you can support your unit and your director when she goes to leadership in January. All right, the next announcement is our Golden Rules gift for the month. You know, we've done a lot of jewelry in the past, but an adorable keychain last month, and we'll recognize those of you who achieved it. But we get this beautiful silk, like Mary Kay scarf. And there's some photos going around of the national sales directors, like holding the scarf on their purse or around their neck, like on their hair. Like, it's so beautiful, can be styled so many ways. When your orders accumulate to 600 wholesale this month, which I know you're going to do because you're going to do double credit, max out the 2,000 wholesale, you will receive this gift at the 600 wholesale mark. All right. Do we have any more announcements? Oh, yes. The consistency club. So when you either join and you get 600, like you are consistent with your 600, your Be Golden every single month, or if you started the year and you've done it since July, August, September, then you will receive this gorgeous jewelry set of a bracelet and earrings at seminar next year when you are consistent throughout the seminar year. Okay, any others? Okay, yes, I'm like, there's a lot of good announcements. Leadership DIQs are invited, which if you haven't seen on Facebook, we do have a new DIQ, which we will formally recognize her here in just a moment. But DIQ stands for Director in Qualification. When you've grown your team to 10 active team members, you can join us directors in Nashville in January, in just a few months. So I can't wait to see who all is going to be coming. So mark your calendars, January 18th through the 21st. All right, next announcement, bingo. We're continuing bingo this month. We have a brand new bingo board featuring some of the products from our October special deal. So that will be taking place Wednesdays at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. If you haven't participated yet, I encourage you to do so. It's an amazing opportunity to get sales, bookings, and new team members. I can testify that has all happened for myself and members in our unit. And so all your customers have to do is pick 5 numbers between 1 and 15, hop on, see if their numbers are drawn, they win. And then you follow up and you get sales, team members, and bookings. All right, so that's bingo. Okay, one more. I think this might be the last announcement. I don't remember. Forever Fall Retreat is happening next week. And they just announced that there are a few openings left. If you have not registered, the guest speaker is National Sales Director Emeriti Jeannie Martin, and she is going to blow your socks off. Okay, not your socks, maybe your pantyhose or your heels off when we are in Indiana next week. And so this is an opportunity for you to meet new Mary Kay sisters, to grow your business, to get a new thought, get new ideas, be encouraged, inspired. And so if you're not signed up and want to go or have questions, make sure to reach out to your director today.
Awesome. I think that is
that it?
all
Okay.
of that.
Okay. That's a lot. There's a lot of announcements. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much for Jennifer for doing that for us and giving us all the details. And you guys, that I know that is a lot and that there's a lot going on, but this is where I remember our National Sales Director Emeriti always talking about you follow the prize and the money trail. And when you are consistently sharing product with people and sharing this opportunity, all of those things that Jennifer talked about will come from focusing on those things. So you can even break it down even simpler and just say, if you are focused on sharing product with people and working that full circle, all of those things will come. And so if you heard all of that and you're like, whoo, okay, how do I start? How do I do this? How do I maximize that? How do I max out double credit? All of those things, please, please, please talk to your sales director. She is more than happy to work out a plan based on your goals, what you want to see happen, so that she can support you and encourage you for that. Because everybody might have a little different thing with that. And so we want to be able to support and encourage you with that. So please don't hesitate to reach out to your sales director so that she can help you with that as well. Okay, so you guys, we are going to get started with our recognition. So this is recognition based on September's results, okay? Now, the month has not officially closed out yet. It technically does not close out till tomorrow, but we wanted to go ahead and recognize those results that are already complete and estimated and all of those things. And so we're gonna start this with Heidi with our new beauty consultants. So Heidi, would you take it away? Oh, you're still muted, Heidi.
I love it. I'm so glad I didn't pray with it muted. After my prayer, I looked up, I'm like, am I muted? Okay, you guys, we just talked about unit growth doubling. And so now we get to, this is one way that we grow is by growing and reaching other beauty consultants, right? By passing it on. So the new independent beauty consultants who started their business last month, I get to read those to you. We have Dottie, recruited by Francesca. We have Jessica, recruited by Jennifer. We have Tina, recruited by Jennifer. We have Crystal, recruited by Jennifer Huff. We have Trisha, recruited by Jennifer. We have Marina. She's recruited by Amber. And Kathy, recruited by Marina. Mary, recruited by Kim. Way to go. Way to go. And we have one more here. Paige Kelly was recruited by Mary. We have Natalie, recruited by Amy. And I think it's Rachel, recruited by Maya. And Claudia, recruited by Jennifer Huff. And Nissa, recruited by Jennifer Huff. Eva, recruited by Jennifer. And Susie, recruited by Jennifer. Congratulations, all of our new beauty consultants. We welcome you to our pink family.
Woohoo! Awesome, awesome. All right, next. Oh, Heidi, do you want to talk about this a little bit?
Oh,
Another way they can help their director.
Okay, so you get to help your sales directors to be recognized at our leadership here in 2023 in January. So your sales director is earning the power unit. So it starts with 50 non-terminated members and it goes up by 25 increments. So reach out to your sales director, ask her which power unit she is reaching for, what's her goal. And those of us that have 125 plus non-terminated team members, they will get on stage recognition at leadership this year. So we're growing and growing. Way to go, guys.
Awesome. Awesome. That is our word of the year. It's to grow, to grow and to double. All right, next, you guys, we are going to honor our red jackets. And so Sherry gets to honor and recognize these consultants.
Hello, ladies. I hope everybody's having a great day. I get to talk about red jackets. So red jackets are kind of middle management of Mary Kay. And so we start out as a star team builder. Star team builders are when you have 3 to 5 active team members. And so we have Lisa from the Ray unit. We have Vicky from the Pie unit. We have Kim from the Huff unit. We have Laura from the Hull unit. And then next you move up to team leader. And team leader means you have 5 to 7 active team members. And so we have Amy from the Pyatt unit. We have Kayla from the Smith unit. We have, the next position is open. Elite team leader is open, you guys. So who's going to move into that next month? Let's see somebody's face in this position. Elite team leader means you have 8 active on your team, or you have 5 of your own personal recruits and 3, one of your team members has is a red jacket herself. So she has 3 on her team. Okay. So 5 and 3 or 8, either way. All right. And then, so exciting. Jennifer Draper just moved into director in qualification. I am so excited for her. I'm so excited for her. That means she has 10 active members on her team right now. And so she goes into a qualification period to become a director. So we are going to watch Jennifer go from 10 to 30 in like zooming fast. It's going to be powerful. So just pay attention to what's going on over on Jennifer's team. It's going to be amazing. And I'm super excited for her.
Woohoo! Awesome, awesome. And Jennifer, we're just loving your reactions too as you're listening to this. Like, I mean, it's so stinking cute. Okay, sorry, Sherry, I did not mean to interrupt you on that one.
Good. So, and of course, as Jennifer mentioned earlier, since Jennifer Draper is now a DIQ, she will be invited to go to a conference with us, leadership conference with us in January. So super excited for her, and you guys can go too. So you can just keep moving up and get to go as well. So don't forget, if you are in your red jacket, any form of red jacket, you are invited on our red hot call. We have one every 3rd Thursday of the month, except for October, because we are going to fall retreat. So get that on your radar to be in a red jacket so you can join these calls. We always have wonderful guest speakers, and it is amazing. And yet Maya just put in the comments with double credit month. Yes, you guys. So, take advantage of that. Get your 3 active, and it's going to count as 6 for your court. So, and also the Help Your Director Challenge, the Red Challenge, your director will be recognized for 3 or more first-time Reds from July to December. So help us out so we can get some recognition at leadership. We appreciate you guys so much.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. So before we go on to the next recognition thing, I'm going to stop sharing here for just a second. And I would love Jennifer Draper, if you would want to unmute and just share with us what you are most excited about as far as being a brand new DIQ, like officially getting the notification today that was all complete and everything was in the system. And so we would just love to know what your thoughts are and how you're feeling about it and what you're excited about.
Okay. Of course you would. So now I'm just really emotional. Like, I want to cry. I'm happy. I'm excited. Like, I can't believe it's true. Like, I don't know. Like, so still a lot of emotions going on. But I'm really, really excited to just like keep empowering women and like be inspiring them and letting them know that like even if you don't think you're beautiful, you are in your own way. Like, so that's what I really love about this and how I've been able to pass it along, I feel like, so far. So that's really all I have. I'm just like nervous, all of the things, excited, and I just want to keep doing what I'm doing, in all honesty.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love it. Well, we are so excited, and I know that your sales director is very excited as well. So Jennifer Huff, would you like to share anything as far as congratulating Jennifer as well?
No, I'm gonna. Oh, you muted me. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was trying to mute the other.
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, so Jen, I mean, I know I told you, but I want to tell everyone like how proud I am of you. Just to see the growth that's taken place these last few months, especially in the month of September, just leaning into really focusing and working the numbers. And when you work the numbers, the results come. They really do. It's been so neat to see, especially like your mom who's on your team, rally behind and support you. I know she's going to be your first red jacket. And so I'm just so proud of you. Can't wait to continue this journey with you and just how you communicate with your team, the words that you say, how you take care of them and think about them. Like, you're already doing all the work of a director, and you're going to be an amazing sales director.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. All right, everybody, let's give it up for Jennifer Draper. And yes, Maya said in the chat, we're going to have to come up with nicknames for Jennifer Draper and Jennifer. So that is awesome. All right, well, we are going to move on to the next recognition, which is, I think Jennifer gets to do that recognition. So I'll get that pulled up for you, Jennifer, if you want to get started with Court of Sharing.
Absolutely. So I did touch base a little bit on the Court of Sharing a second ago, where you can earn your Diamond Bumblebee when you add 24 Great Start qualified team members. And a Great Start qualified team member is when either their first order or within their first 4 months, they reach 600 wholesale ordered from the company. And so when you have 24 of those in one calendar year, now before 20, like don't freak out with 24, that's 2 per month, okay? 2 per month, then you will achieve the National Court of Sharing, receive a beautiful Diamond Bumblebee, or you can take cash if you'd like, but take the B, okay? Just take the B. And then you'll get on stage recognition and a sash and so much more. And so we recognize this court based on the number of Great Start qualified team members you have. And then if there's ever a tie, then we do break the tie with commissions that you have made on your Great Start qualified team members this seminar year. And so right now we have, I believe, one beauty consultant to recognize, no surprise, our new DIQ who has one Great Start qualified team member so far. I know there's added team members that might not be Great Start qualified yet. Don't give up. There's still time, and your name will be on this list next month when we have this call.
Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Congratulations for that. All right, so now we're going to move from the career path and all of the things associated with that and move to the side of selling, because Mary Kay Ash always used to say, nothing happens until somebody sells something. And so we are first going to recognize our B Golden Achievers. And I think that this is Sherry that's going to recognize them.
It is. So this beautiful keychain was earned by the following ladies for selling $600 wholesale last month. Miss Lisa, Angie, Jennifer, Amy, Patty, Robin, Cherish, Bonnie, Laura, Taylor, Angela, Bobby Joe, Francesca, and Susie all earned the keychain for being a Golden Rule Achiever for the month of September. And remember, as you are doing the monthly 600 wholesale to get your jewelry, you are also working toward your consistency award for the end of the year, which are this beautiful set right here. So make sure you are doing your consistency so that you get this extra piece, these extra pieces at the end of the year.
And I know Jennifer kind of talked about this a little bit, so we won't touch on that as far as the new prize that you can get. And we'll have to share a picture. I should have put it in here of the different ways that you can wear it, because I know me, I'm not a fashionista and I've never claimed to be. And so to see some of the different ways that you can wear this scarf and utilize this scarf, I know was super. Jennifer Huff there has it. Jennifer and Maya are both holding it up a little bit. Maya's is a little blurry because of her background. And I know Jennifer's, it might be a little bit small. So we will get that picture shared so that you can see it and see all the different ways to do that as well. Okay, next we are going to recognize our star consultants. And so Heidi is going to do this recognition for us.
All right, we want to congratulate all those who have finished their first quarter star. And by the way, guys, the easy way to track that is every month, if you finish your 600, you will also, your Be Golden, you'll also put you on target for finishing your star. Automatically, it will happen. So let's see who finished quarter one star. At the sapphire level, which is 1,800 in one quarter, we have Bonnie, Angie, Lisa, Robin, Taylor, and Bobby Joe. Congratulations. And then moving on up to the 2,400 Ruby, we have Laura, Cherish, and Jennifer. Way to go, ladies. Awesome, awesome. And then at the highest level is the pearl level, and there's several levels at the pearl level. We have Amy and Francesca, but it starts at 4,800. So way to go, ladies. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. Okay, now we also want to recognize our quarter two on target stars with at least 300 wholesale. We look at all these on target. I'm so excited. We have Deborah, we have Ashley, Mary, we have Melanie, Laura, Pamela, Amy, Lisa, Michelle, Rose, and I think that's Irene, Angela, Robin, Susie, Patty, and Amy. Way to go, our on target stars. So keep selling, guys. We're so proud of you. And by the way, you can help your sales director at leadership to be recognized because the Stars and Guitars leadership parties. So when you have a total of 15 stars for both quarter 1 and 2 combined, then your sales director will be invited to this elite party. So remember, you can count as 2 stars. So all of you who counted in quarter 1 have already earned your star. You can also count as a second star in this quarter. So 15 gets her in. So yay, way to go, units.
Awesome, awesome. All right, and then when you earn your jewelry and you become a star, then that also puts you on track for the Court of Sales, which Maya is going to recognize for us this evening.
Well, hey, y'all, just like Jennifer talked about, this month is extra special because normally we get 1 for 2, but this month you get 1 for 4. So there are 3 main courts that our area recognizes. And here you have what we call the Queen's Court of Sales, when you do 40,000 in one single seminar year. Then we have what we call the Princess Court, which is 20,000. And then your sales director has her own court that she recognizes for her unit awards. So this month, this is the month that you get to have a little extra without having to pay it. Okay. Basically, that's what that means. Okay. But this is a great opportunity for you to maximize and be a smart businesswoman, because if you don't order or take advantage, you're going to find yourself in April, May, or June needing to work twice or triple as hard when you could have been smart now, right before the holiday season. So we want to recognize those of you who are in our top court, and let's see who we're honoring. So number 10 is Patty. Number 9, Taylor. Number 8, Bonnie. Number 7, Jennifer Draper. Number 6, Robin. Woo! Okay, number 5 is Angela. Number 4 is Cherish. Number 3 is Laura. And number 2 is Amy. And number 1, our Queen of Sales for our area in the first quarter, is Francesca Wally. So congratulations. Woo!
Way
to go.
Amazing.
Awesome, you guys. And I will have to say, I should always kind of pause. I know they do this in our Zooms when they do recognition, is pause to like let you guys take pictures of or screenshots of the slides. And I know we go kind of fast for it. So if there's ever ones that you want, let your director know or let us know, because then we can we can get copies of it to you or whatever. But while we're on the slide, if you want to take a picture of it, you can take a picture of it real fast. But then you guys, I'm going to do a little bit of recognition for our sales directors. And so one of the things that, as you guys have maybe have heard, is that we are focusing on growth and doubling. Like, have you guys heard that a little bit, like, as we have talked and as we have shared? And so I want to recognize the units for their recruiting, because this is really where it's showing all of you guys playing together as a unit and being able to be recognized for the growth of the unit. And so for our sales directors, with one new unit recruit is my unit, the Pyatt unit, and the Ray unit as well. Yay! And then with 2 new team members is the whole unit. And then you guys, our #1 unit in unit recruiting, with a brand new DIQ in there as well, is the Jennifer Huff unit with 11 new agreements for the month of September. So let's give it up to them. Congratulations, you guys. And that is the such exciting part of it, is that as you guys are growing and building your teams, that does help your unit. And you saw all of the different ways that that helps your unit get recognized at leadership in all of those things. And so it is truly one of those things that we as directors cannot do it by ourselves. It truly is a team effort. And so thank you guys always for supporting your sales directors, your unit, what your unit is working towards. And it's so much fun to be able to watch that all together. So I wanted to give a shout out to all of the units for that. So let's give them a round of applause again. And then you guys, we are going to dive right into, I think this is our next thing, is our training. And so I'm going to stop sharing this here for Jennifer. And so Jennifer is going to be giving you the training tonight as we are talking about how to best help you and support you in your business. And so let's give it up for Jennifer as she is ready to train. I will spotlight her so that you guys can all see her as well. All right, Jennifer, take it away.
All right, we're ready. Oh, well, tonight I am going to be training on lead generating. And tell me, is my communication clear, or do I need to switch to my phone? If someone could tell me, either in the chat or unmute.
It is clear now. There was some times before that you kind of got a little slow, but as of right now, you are good.
Okay, well, if that happens, like, wave me down or something, and I will switch over to my phone. I do apologize in advance if that happens. Okay, so lead generating, getting new leads, finding new people. I feel like this is one of the most commonly asked questions when, even at the very beginning, before someone even joins Mary Kay, like, how am I going to grow my business? Like, I don't know enough people. How am I going to, like, find the customer base? How am I going to grow that? And then when you are a consultant, it's like, okay, like, where do I go? Like, how do I come up with a creative way to get new contacts or new bookings or new sales or team members? And so I am really excited to share with you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ways tonight that you can find new leads, new potential team members, new bookings, new customers. And so first off, I do want to preface, I guess one of the 7 is a way not, okay? A way not to lead generate. And this is on your personal Facebook page. And so I'm not sure if you're familiar with this or not, but Mary Kay actually has a document that you can find. I looked up to find it right before tonight's meeting, and it's really called Communicating on Social Media. There is like kind of like a gray line. It's like, okay, is this allowed to be posted on my personal page? Should I put this in my, Facebook VIP group? And so, I mean, the general consensus is like, if you are talking about, there's like informational and commercial, okay? Informational just says an informational bit about our Mary Kay business. And so something like that you might post on your like personal Facebook page would be, I'm so excited to share that I just earned the use of my first Mary Kay car, or I love how my Mary Kay business allows me to be my own boss. It's nothing salesy or like join my team. It's not commercial, okay? Commercial goes in your VIP group. And again, this document, I'll share how you can find it. You log on to In Touch. You'll go to the top to the legal tab, and then you scroll down to additional info and forms, and there you'll find communicating on social media. Okay. And of course, if you have questions, you can ask your sales director, but I would feel terrible if someone in our units or in our teams got in trouble for posting a commercial message on your personal Facebook page. So a commercial message, just so you know what that is, Might be something like start a Mary Kay business with me today. Or I can't believe the volume that the lash intensity mascara provides. It's only $18. Like saying the types of, or saying dollar amounts, or come join me, or host a party for me. Like that's like the commercial that goes in our VIP group. Okay. And so I know some of you are brand new and it's like confusing. So if you have any questions about it, make sure to reach out to your sales director, and we're more than happy to point you in the direction of that document. But I just wanted to say that kind of up front, like when we're lead generating, we're trying to find new contacts and people, we don't do it on our personal Facebook pages. It can be done in your private VIP group. Okay. Just want to put that up front today. So you have your VIP group. All right. That's a great group to communicate with your customers, your team members, thank them, recognize them. But I do have 6 different ways to find team members tonight, which I'm really excited to share with you. So the first one came from $1 Million Sales Director, Angel Fry. And this is simply keeping in your purse. Okay. And I have mine right here with me. I'm still using up the rest of my fall catalogs, but keeping in your purse in a Ziploc bag, some catalogs and a little notebook. Okay. So on the back of the catalogs, by the way, if you did not know this, you can order our Mary Kay catalogs. You get 10 of them in a pack for $4.50. Okay. You get 10 catalogs for $4.50. And what's really great about these is they have this big old white space at the top where you can write a message, or if you're going to do a lot, you can like print them on stickers and put your sticker on there or something like that. But a pack of 10 is $4.50. And Angel Fry challenged her team and herself to hand out 30 catalogs in 1 calendar month. Okay. About 1 per day. And so it would cost you $13.50. Okay. $13.50 to hand out 30 catalogs, 1 per day. All right. With that goal, I did this in September. I admit I only handed out 15. However, here's my results. I have 3 new customers. One of them is a skincare customer, and over $120 in sales. And it cost me $13.50 to order those 30, which I only handed half out. So I have a little bit more work to do this month. But what do you put right here? Okay. So you can, of course, customize this, but this is what I have written on the back of mine. If you'd like to receive a complimentary facial, place an order or redeem my gift of a $10 gift card to you. You can call or text. I put my number and my name. Super simple. And I can post a picture, send this to the directors if you need that verbiage. But seriously, all you do, Angel made it so simple. You literally have this in your purse. And who do you give this to? Maybe your waitress. Maybe when you're going through the McDonald's drive-thru, someone who's helping you check out at the grocery store, or, you're just standing in line or standing at the park with your kiddos and there's another mom there that you strike up a conversation with. You can hand this to anyone. And all you do is say, this is for you, and you hand it to her. Okay. She's going to be able to see that it says Mary Kay on there. And so that really just opens the conversation. You just say, this is for you. And she might say, oh, I used to buy Mary Kay. I've been looking for someone. I've had that happen now. Or she might say, oh, my grandma used to buy it. Or she might also say, hey, I actually have a Mary Kay beauty consultant. And like, all right, that's all right. Just take this catalog. And if you find something in there you want, you can order it from her. Because of course, we want to honor the golden rule to refer customers back to their beauty consultants. But I love how simple of a way this is you're literally just handing out a catalog and saying, this is for you. Angel also talked about in her video, it's literally like a 3-minute video, super quick, super simple, because it's a simple way to get new leads. She said to have a little notebook in there and just say, oh, I'm going to jot it down, which was funny. If you can read this, it literally says, jot it down. I saw this at the dollar store the day after I listened to her training. So Dollar General might have some more of these notebooks. And what I put in here is I write down the names of when I gave the catalogs or where I gave them out to. If I didn't get their name, it's not always like you have to get their name, transfer information, like they have your phone number on there. But if you do have a good conversation with them, you're like, oh, I'm just going to jot your name down really quick and write it down in your notebook. Okay. If you're more the gal that prefers to do things digitally, you could have a business card already saved on your phone. And a business card, really just a picture of yourself with your name, number, and website. It doesn't have to be anything super complicated. You can use an app called Pic Collage to make that. Your director can help with that. I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. But anyways, giving her your information, getting her information so you can follow up with her. All right. So that is option number 1. It's just keeping lookbooks literally just in a baggie in your purse with a notebook, or have on your phone a way to send her your business card. Like, okay, I'll just grab your number real quick. I'll text you my virtual business card so you have my number, and then I'll follow up with you later today or tomorrow, or just depending how the conversation goes. All right. So this is number one, having lookbooks in your purse with you at all times. All right. Number two, another way to get new leads, new people to get your business in front of, to share amazing products with, is vendor shows. Okay. I actually got a message from Rosa in our unit today, and I haven't had a chance to respond to her about vendor shows, because this is another area where you might hear different things and see other companies representing their company at a vendor show or a vendor event a little differently than we do in Mary Kay. Again, there is a complete document on our In Touch if you'd like to look up all the details. But with a vendor show, the primary purpose is not necessarily to go out and get a bunch of sales. It's to get new leads. All right. And so we have a little document. Again, if your sales director does not have this, I can get this for you. But you print out 4 of these on a page, and it's called Enter to Win. All right. So you might have a beautiful display with some of our products, some like lip colors for them to try, a hand cream, but you always ask people as they're going by, have you been entered to win? And they're like, of course not. Everyone wants to be entered to win. Why can't I be entered to win? And so this card simply asks for their name and number, ask if they'd like to be contacted by text or cell phone, or text or call, excuse me, asking if they've tried Mary Kay, if they have a consultant, all right, and if so, who, because we always want to refer them back to their consultant, their age range, and if they won the pampering session, would they like to do it alone or with friends? Okay, now the giveaway usually that I do at my vendor shows, I have one actually scheduled for Saturday, is I give away a pampering session with either a gift card or some sort of gift basket that's displayed, or gift box displayed there on my table. And then what you do with these is you get to follow up with women. And guess what? There's not just one winner. Everyone's a winner. Now, one person wins the grand prize, but everyone wins a pampering session with a few girlfriends. And so then you get to follow up with those women, and then you create the bookings, and then you generate the sales and the conversations and eventually the team members. Okay. So this is one way to get new leads at a vendor event, a vendor show, where you have like a booth set up, people come walking by, all of that. You can either do it with paper or you can do it digitally. Okay, so there is a digital way to do this as well. And it is called a QR code. You can just simply Google generating a QR code, and you can actually use a QR code a couple of different ways. You can use it to where either they scan the QR code, like you'd have it printed on a piece of paper, they scan it, and they can like fill out a Google form with it, and then like you've set up and linked to that QR code. And then when they're done filling it out, like it can automatically send you a text message, send them a text message. Like there's so many options with QR codes now. And people love the simplicity of being able to just take a picture and scan it, pop it up, they put in their information, and then you have their info. All right, right then and there. Again, you can just Google QR codes. And so kind of play around with it and everything. But those are 2 different ways to generate leads at a vendor show, whether you do it with paper or a QR code. When I do it with paper, this is my preferred method because I like to write notes on the back about the women I talk to. If she say, oh, I'm looking for a good mascara, I'll write what's a mascara on the back of my paper. But that's another way. Number 2, another way to get new leads is a vendor show. The third way is to establish a relationship with small businesses in your community. This would be an option for a QR code. You can do paper, but I like a QR code better for this. So I don't know if this is super clear. You can see my picture there. There's a QR code there, and I'll read right here at the top. It simply says enter to win. It says enter to win a gift card to this establishment, okay, where your little picture is set up, and I'll explain how to get that in a second, and a pampering session from Mary Kay independent beauty consultant Jennifer Huff. And she literally scans and takes a picture. And I have this printed out and put in like a 5x7 picture frame, and it's literally just sitting there on the desk or the checkout station of a small business. You can think like a salon, or maybe like your favorite bakery or a coffee shop. And what this does is this person takes a picture of it, and they fill out a Google form. And how you build the relationship with the business owner is you come in and you actually purchase gift cards from that business owner and just ask them like, hey, I would love to partner with you and buy some gift cards to your establishment. Could I leave this little picture here and to grow my business, and I'll help you grow yours too, and I'll give away gift cards to your establishment. And so maybe it's a $10 gift card or $15 gift card, and buy a few of those right up front. And then as the entries start coming in with your Google form responses, then you can do drawings. And of course, everyone is a winner, but you're getting all of these drawings and you're getting the responses, and you're able to take the gift cards and like do a winner maybe once a week or every other week or a couple a month, or depending, you know, on the frequency of the form being filled out. But this is a simple way, especially to use a QR code, that you don't have to go back and check the establishment to see if people have been filling out like a box and write their name and put it in the box. You literally get it sent to your phone and your Google form response sheet. Okay, so that's another way that you can partner with local businesses. You can grow your customer base, teams, sales, all of that with a QR code, just sitting at an establishment and it's doing the work for you. Like, hello, it's amazing. So anyway, so that's number 3, the third way that you can get some new leads. Number 4, Facebook birthdays. Okay, everyone has a birthday. Everyone loves to be pampered. Okay, and so this actually was a way, I think I worked to finish DIQ and become a director when Maya told me about the Facebook birthday messages. And I still send out these messages at the beginning of every month. Or actually I have my assistant do that because that's something she can do. So how do you work on Facebook birthdays? How do you get new leads this way? Well, first off, you have to figure out who in your friends list has a birthday, we'll say the month of October. This is something you could simply turn around and implement like tonight and tomorrow. It's super simple. So you could go, you know, on your Facebook, find the birthdays and see a list of everyone. And of course, you find all your friends. Now, of course, you're not going to select all the females that maybe are a consultant or can know they already have a consultant, but you just make a list. I like to use Excel spreadsheet because it's simple and I'm able to track when I contact them. But you take that list of women and here's the message you send out. Again, if you need the script or if your director does, I can get it to you guys. But the simple message says, hey, Sarah, how are you? A little birdie. And then in parentheses, haha, Facebook, you know, with a laughing with tears emoji. A little birdie told me that it was your birthday month. Yay. So I entered all my friends with October birthdays into a drawing. And guess what? And that's it. And you wait for her to respond. You just be like, haha, like what? Or did I win? Is sometimes the response. And then my response to her next is, so you're a winner. Woohoo! Congratulations. You've won a $30 shopping spree and a virtual pampering session or in-person pampering session, depending how you're working your business, with up to 5 girlfriends. Congrats. What's your experience with Mary Kay lately? And the key phrase there is, what's your experience with Mary Kay lately? Because we want to find out if she has a consultant, because you're messaging people on Facebook that aren't already your customers too. I mean, yeah, you can message your customers, but they may not be in your VIP group or they may not have ever ordered from you. And so we want to make sure she doesn't already have a consultant. Or if she's your customer saying, haha, you know, I love the products, you know, I just ordered from you a couple weeks ago or something like that. So once she responds again, that's when you get to give her the options. Okay. You can give her the options of a basic facial, maybe a masking session, a glamour session, and let her choose. And anyways, I do have scripts for all of this. Copy, paste. Of course, you always put her first name in there. But I love to send this out because every month I always get a few new bookings and customers from this, because I mean, your Facebook friend list grows and changes all the time. Or maybe you have a friend who used to order from another consultant and that consultant stopped selling and you don't know that. But if you reach out to her, she's like, oh my goodness, I've been looking for a consultant. Now I don't have one anymore. And so you can get some new leads from the list of your Facebook friends who have birthdays each individual month. Okay. All right. The next way that you can get some new leads is my new favorite referral sheet. Okay. Oh, I see a question. Sherry has a question in the comments. Is there a way to search birthdays on Facebook? Yes, there is. Okay. Again, I said I have my assistant do this, but I know there's a way. So just a second, I'll pull it up. Or if someone knows, you can put it in the chat too, but I'm pretty sure. Yes. Okay. So if you go to events, actually, no, sorry. If you just search birthdays, like literally search birthdays in your search bar up at the top, this is faster. If I could type and talk at the same time, birthdays, and it'll pop up, and I can't see that, but it'll pop up birthdays, see upcoming birthdays, and it will bring up a list of everyone that has a birthday this month. You literally just search birthdays in the search engine and you'll be able to find that list. That's a good question. Okay, next up, my new favorite referral sheet. All right. I know I've shared this with my unit. I know I talked about it, I think on Pink Boot Camp when we train. But this referral sheet is what I use when I go do an in-person pampering session. All right, at the top, it says, who do you know? And then it has the name of the woman filling it out and then the hostess's name. Okay, and this is a great way to get new leads at a pampering session. So if I'm doing a basic facial, I can do it, in between products. You can do it at the end. If you're doing like a spa session, this is a great time to do it with the charcoal mask because they're wearing it for a while, so your guests have some time. But there's different descriptions. Okay, there's 14 different descriptions on here of potential friends, family members of the woman filling this out. So for example, there's the adventurer. Someone wants to see a newest movie or try a new restaurant or clothing store. Ask this friend. She craves adventure in every area of her life. And so then whoever's filling out the form would write down the name and phone number of her friend who is an adventurer. Or the beauty expert. She loves and models all things fashion, glamour, makeup, heels, facial peels, and more. And she would put the name of her friend that comes to mind when she thinks of a beauty expert. And what I love about this is because it allows us as consultants to have more personal connection with the referrals that were given. And so we get to reach out, let's say, to the beauty expert. And so my follow-up message to this beauty expert, let's say her name is Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer, I just had a pampering session with your friend, Rachel. And she knows that you are the beauty expert in her friends list. Oh my goodness. She knows that you love makeup. And so guess what? She has gifted you a pampering session with a $10 gift card. How would you like to book, I'm trying to do this off memory. How did you put this week or next week work better for you? That's how I always end my messages. So sorry. And so I get to say, hey, you're the beauty expert, or your friend thinks that you're a trendsetter, or you're the comedian in the friend group, or you're the go-getter, you're ambitious. You really get to personalize the messages and just say, instead of saying, hey, your friend referred you and you have a pampering session. Okay. So this is an opportunity to personalize that. And I always do some sort of competition. So I say, whoever can fill out, the whole sheet first, if they do that, or if they're kind of taking their time, okay, whoever can give, half of it filled out, whoever can get 7 names here first, you will win a prize. And I usually have some sort of limited edition product. I was able to move a bunch of our cheek colors that I had extra of, giving these out for 7 new referrals, or you can do lip gloss, mascara. But I know if I get 7, especially 14 referrals, I'm going to give out some sort of free product because I know the amount of sales and bookings that are sitting on this list for me and new team members as well. So I love this pampering session sheet. So much fun too, because then you get to read it and see, what comes to mind when someone's filling this out when they think of their friends and family. All right. The final way in closing out tonight is getting referrals from your customers. Okay. Your customers love you. They support you. They love our products. They buy from you. And guess what? If they do all of that, most likely they're going to be excited to receive some free product or discount or something along those lines. So if you're ever needing a few sales to maybe hit, your month-end goals or to achieve Star Consultant or whatever, you can run a promotion for your customers and to come up with a simple script that they can send out to their friends and family, and they can collect orders on their favorite products. Maybe it's a charcoal mask or a mascara or something along those lines, and enroll your customers to actually do the work and collect the sales for you. And then you gift her a free product or a half price shopping spree. If you can give me, get 5 orders from your friends and family, I'll give you a one-time half price shopping spree as a thank you gift for helping me grow my business this month. Which is the same thing as having, 5 guests to a virtual party, except she's literally doing all the work and texting out her friends and family, sharing the products that she loves so she can get a half price shopping spree or a free product or something along those lines. And so I love doing that with my customers that, like I said, love our products, order a lot, or maybe they don't order a lot and I want to get them some more products. So I'll offer them the half price shopping spree, and then they order more and they love it. And you get more sales and team members and bookings. And so anyways, those are my ideas for referrals, new leads, and all of that. So I hope that was helpful for you all. And I know we usually have time for questions. I know I ended a couple minutes early so we could do that. But yeah, that's what I had planned for you guys tonight.
Awesome. Holy smokes. Well, I had 2 things of notes. I had my the notes, and then the notes to do. As I thought of businesses and different things like that, so that I could add that to my to-do list. And so I loved this, Jennifer, because I think that the most brilliant part of it is, number one, it was simple. Each and every single one of those options would be so easy to implement. And so even if somebody just starts with one, pick your most favorite from that and put that, start that. And then you could add another one and then another one. And I know that there was a lot of scripts and all of that kind of things. And so I know that Jennifer will get those to us so that we can get those shared out. But I would love to offer, like, if anybody wants to unmute and share with Jennifer what they took away, what they're excited about. You can also put it in the chat as well, but I know she would love to be able to hear that. All of us would love to be able to hear that if you have anything that you would like to share for Jennifer. So Jennifer Draper says she's starting with number 2, the vendor show. So awesome. All right. Anyone else want to share what they are excited about or what they took away from what Jennifer shared tonight?
Jennifer, I have a question. So what do you find is your best resource for finding vendor fairs?
Ooh, that's a good question. So it's a variety of resources. Honestly, I usually see something pop up on Facebook, and you can actually search on Facebook for events in your area that are coming up, and you can search the type of event you're looking for, like a holiday show. Like Maya just put there in the chat, the Chamber of Commerce is a really good way to find out like what's happening in your area. So local town events, school events, holiday events. There'll be a lot of holiday opportunities coming up. The one I'm doing on Saturday is like, it's a rodeo. To be completely honest, at a church in a rodeo, like 2 miles from my house. It's gonna be great. But it's some of it's word of mouth, some of it like is just searching. Chamber of Commerce is a good one. And you can always ask your customers too, like say, hey, I'm looking, have you heard of any events coming up? Like I'd love to, pop up my Mary Kay table, my Mary Kay booth. So there's lots of different ways to kind of find that information.
And I would say too, like if you know other small business owners, you know what I mean? So like if you know other people that do, Scentsy or Tupperware or any of those kind of things, ask them, because they do a lot with the shows. Like Jennifer said, everybody else does work the vendor shows a little bit differently than us, but they know all of those places. And so those are great people to ask as well.
Absolutely.
All right. I saw Jessica say she loves the Facebook birthdays and wants to get into vendor shows as well. Awesome. Love that.
Just a note while we're on the vendor shows, I know we are a little limited in our rural area. That's why Sherry's asking. But let me share this too. I had a consultant, Lula. She did a vendor show in Tell City, and we just recruited in her in my unit this month already from that vendor show when I asked her. And I was like, oh, and she was a vendor. So she didn't come as a guest, but she was a vendor. And so I was like, whoa, yes.
Yeah.
So my gosh, I'm like, wow. But Jennifer, I'm telling you, like, what I love about all these 6 ways is that you tried them all. And I love hearing like your feedback about, what you ran into, because that was really good. And it's really wise because, oh my gosh, you're doing all of these, and maybe you're not doing them all at every single month, but you're probably doing more than one, and which makes it, lead generating, you're getting things from different places all the time, and that's really, really smart. So kudos to you. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I learned so much. I mean, and I'm looking at these and I'm like, I have done some of these in the past, but I have never ongoing done it, this amount. So that's awesome.
Well, even like the catalogs in the purse, because I know I have been caught more times than I should have with somebody saying, oh, do you have a catalog? No. And it's like, that is like so simple, that it's, to have that available. And I even loved the simplicity of having it in a Ziploc bag so that they don't get torn or ripped or any of those kind of things as well. So like, simple, but so smart.
Yeah, I do keep a few of those like in my car as well, but I also keep them in my purse. But yeah, I'm like it's so simple, because I've tried like keeping samples on hand and giving those out, but samples, like if it's hot outside, you don't want them to melt, or different people want different colors of lip color. It's just a catalog. Like, yeah, so simple. Well,
and I will tell you, I think they're all over on that side of my computer that I can't grab it. But one of the things to kind of incorporate a couple of your ideas is at the last vendor show that I did, where I did have some catalogs, not on my table, but kind of behind the scenes that I could give out to people I had conversation with, is in addition to like that message that you had on the back, because I loved that. But I did have a QR code that went to my Mary Kay website, and I had a QR code that went to my VIP Facebook group. And so even just from that, they were able to instantly like, so again, you can kind of mesh some of these ideas together and have those as far as things, you know, on your catalogs, have the QR code to go to your Facebook group so that they can easily find your Facebook group as well. Yeah, like Maya's got her little, because you put that, Maya, in your reorder bags, correct?
I put this in reorder bags. At my party this week, what I did was I put this in a thank you bag, and I told them if they joined my VIP group, they would get a gift card. So then it actually like made them want to. But now I just want to go take this and staple it to all these lookbooks, because y'all, Jen shared that lookbook idea with me, and I was like, oh my word, even if you're in a rural area, you're still bombarding people all the time, right? At the gas station, at a grocery store, and you know, all that stuff. So I saw this from another girlfriend. I thought, oh my gosh, that's so cute. So on hers, one of her QR codes had her contact information, and then the other QR code was her VIP group. So that's how I got this idea. And then, I mean, whether you do or don't want to put your children's pictures, I mean, my kids are all over social media, so it doesn't bother me. But like, I thought people will pay attention to something that's different than a business card, right? So yeah, it's so easy to make QR codes. I know some of you guys are asking, but you just can Google it. Yeah. Yes. So I did order 60 lookbooks, and I want to vomit a little bit, just as much as all of you do. But you know what? You're right. Like if it generates new people, like I think one thing, Jen, that I admire about this is you're never aggressive in your approach to people, but you are consistently meeting new people. And I think that is important for all of us to hear, is none of these approaches are pushy or aggressive or weird or awkward. Because I don't know about you, but even today, sometimes I'm like, I don't want to be that person. But sometimes you totally meet someone and you're standing at the checkout line, or they ask you, you know, whatever. And so I love that all of these are very soft, simple. I don't want to use the word organic, but they are, you know, they really are ways to meet people. And when you are in that mantra, that mindset of constantly meeting new people, your business is fun. Like you're not desperate. You're not making those desperate statuses on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, because you're constantly meeting new people who want to be in your space. And I think that's what's important, is looking at all this. So while someone was like, just take one, all of these are very easy to implement in your daily life, like your everyday life. Like you don't have to, like, I'm going to go put lookbooks in Ziploc baggies. Because you know what? One of the things I was freaking out about, I met with another director last week, and hers was in this cute, like cellophane bag, and she had samples in it, and it looked awesome. I was like, I don't know where to order those cellophane bags, but I can put them in a Ziploc baggie and I can look normal, you know? And so I'm so glad that yours are in Ziploc baggies, Jen. Like, it's right. Like, you're right. Oh my gosh. I'm just so encouraged. So yeah. And this is Vistaprint. So this was not difficult to do. All it says is become a VIP, and it has my feisty, what do we call her? Spicy. Spicy. So yeah. Thanks, Jen. That was epic. Oh, so good. So good.
Awesome. All right. Anybody else have anything that they are wanting to share as far as Jennifer's ideas? I know there's lots of love for the QR codes. And you guys, that is one thing that like COVID did help us with. You know what I mean? Because whereas before not everybody used QR codes, now it's normal. Like there are, I mean, people that menus at restaurants are on QR codes, like all kinds of things. And so it does help us in that aspect that more people are aware of that. And all they need is the camera on their phone. They don't have to have a special app. It doesn't matter if they have an iPhone or an Android. Open up the camera app, point it to the QR code, and it'll go to wherever you have it to go to. So, And Amber said you can have the QR codes made into a vinyl sticker for your car window as well. So there you go. Awesome. All right. Any other comments or ideas or anything that you want to share? Okay, you guys. Well, our challenge to you is to take these ideas and run with them. I love that even with the catalog and the notepad, that take 30. So on your next order tonight, on your next order, however you want to do it, order 30 catalogs to be able to have that message on that. And Jennifer will give us all of that on there to have, to be able to pass out in the month of October, because that is so super simple and easy to be able to do as well. And so we'll get full reports from everybody on how that went for them as well. But you guys, we are so excited. Our next All In Family Night is going to be Monday, November 7th. Monday, November 7th. Is that right? Yes. That we'll be back here. And again, we would love you guys, if you would love to come to Fall Retreat. Again, that is next week. There is still space available. They made space. We can still have you attend at Fall Retreat. So we would love to have you join us from that. So talk to your sales director about that. But then you guys, we will see you next week. Not next week. Next month on All In Family Night. And we do have bingo on Wednesday. Who's hosting bingo on Wednesday? Sherry is. Sherry will be hosting bingo on Wednesday. And we'll be ready to go. So awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you again, Jennifer. Let's give Jennifer a round of applause, pom-poms, hands, all of those things, as we are so excited for that training that she blessed us with tonight. So make it a great night, you guys. Make it a great month. Rock it out, double credit, all of the things. And we'll see you guys next month. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.